So I thought my SWR was a little bit strange, and now you can see why. Jesus. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I think is happening. So in these transformers, normally the shield, the ground of the coax, sorry, the shield of the coax, and the counterpoise are connected to one side of the transformer. Then you'll have a halfway connection, this guy here, your active terminal, and then through the transformer it goes out to there. Now the problem is that this wire here is connected directly with this here on the shield of the coax. So I'm going to show you what the results look on the VNA, and then I'll add a choke in here and you'll see what happens. Now as you can see, the antenna, it's resonant at 1.7 megahertz. It's resonant at, let's see what this is, 2.6 megahertz, and where's this bit here? It's resonant at 7.37 megahertz. So this is useless. So what I'll do now is I'll add that choke and we'll see some changes here. Okay, now the only difference I've made is that I've coiled up my feed line and put it through an FT 240-43. And yeah, it goes through there about 6 times, something like that. So we'll go back to the VNA and test it again. Okay, so now the antenna's back up in the air with the choke balun. So let's see where our resonances are. We have one at 3.59, about where I want it, and we have another one. Let's see where this is. 7.2. So that's a little bit higher than I would like. Well, we got this one again, 3.52. That's probably going to be acceptable. What are we at? 7. We're about 1.5 SWR. Yeah, given that I use voice, this actually probably is fine. I might just lengthen the antenna just a little tiny bit and bring 40 meters down, because I like 40 meters, so that's what I shall do. Another thing to note, it's a little bit hard to see here. These little loops that go towards the center, this little loop here, and this next loop over here, this will be the big loop. Yeah, this is slightly low impedance because it goes around the center. This one is slightly high impedance. So what I should do is move the feed point towards the center of the antenna to get these two to match up just a little tiny bit better. And because I need to lengthen it, I'm going to just lengthen it on the counterpoise side, so you might see these two loops get a little bit closer together. Alright. Okay, so now what I've done is I've lengthened it just by about 10 centimeters or 20 centimeters or something, just by undoing my little, actually I'll show you in a second, undoing my little fold back trick. So here at 80 meters, you can see the loop comes from the center, from over here, and then goes towards the center, and it's almost at the center, so that's a very, very good match. SWR of 1.11. So we'll go up to 40 meters, and we have a look where we are. So we're still above the band. This is pretty normal, but that being said, you know, here's the start of the band and it's SWR 1.6, and where I talk's usually, you know, 100, 1.3, so I think I might just leave it at that. That's pretty good. So I don't think the ICOM 7300 can even see an SWR this low. We'll have a look at it on the rig and then see what we see. Alright, 2 seconds. And this is what I was saying about the ICOM 7300 being useless at seeing low SWRs. Look at this. What's that? Yeah. We'll go a little bit earlier in the band and have a test of the SWR across the band. So we'll just engage the, hang on. There we are. So I'll just press the button here. Yeah, this thing thinks it's well under 1.5 to 1 all over across 40 meters. So I can't complain with that. And let's see what we're hearing here. 7144 is usually a parks on the air, so we'll see if we can make a contact. VK4 Golf Delta Lima. Yeah, QSL. You don't have a very strong signal, but very, very readable. I'll probably give you a 5x3. 5x3. Back to you. Yeah, QSL on the 5x4 there. Thank you very much for the contact.
Thank you for the contact, and yeah, we'll catch you next time. VK4 Echo Mike Park, Dimitri.
Yeah, 73, and the name was Chris. Thank you very much.